Hi, my name is Ruona Idjenughwa, and you're welcome to Creative Female Convergence.
Moving on to our next speaker, who will be talking about fostering collaboration and growth in the female in the female community. I'm laughing because we mentioned something earlier about females not liking to work together. I'm one of them. Okay, I'm one of them. Anyway, our next speaker is a poet and a cultural producer aspiring to make enormous waves in the African art scene, beginning from Benin City, Nigeria. As the convener and festival director of the Benin Arts and Book Festival, she curates innovative experiences that showcase the best of African literature and art. Through the festival, she champions several key sustainable development goals, including promoting quality education by fostering literacy and storytelling and strengthening Edo State's creative ecosystem by connecting artists, local artisans, creative professionals, and government agencies for long-term impact. Her passion for storytelling and a keen eye for detail shine through her work, inspiring and nurturing artistic talent in Nigeria and beyond. Recently, she was awarded by the National Museum Owerri for her outstanding contributions to the arts. Help me welcome Ruona Idjenughwa. I got it. All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm actually very impressed. You got this on you. My name is Idjenughwa Ogenerina. Firstly, I want to thank my boss, Mr. Babawale, for giving me the opportunity to stand here on the stage and share my thoughts with you, amazing and creative minds. Right from when I stepped into this place, I have been learning. I've learned from amazing women like Fatia Abubakar, like Mary, from Ella. My God, it's been like a ride. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be briefly speaking on fostering collaboration and growth amongst Nigerian female creatives. So I am standing before you, not as an outsider, but as someone who shares your journey. And this is a journey of creating in a world that seeks to dim the brilliance of women's voices. We are lens-based artists, photographers, filmmakers, visual poets, and our tools are light, shadow, and perspective. But beyond the technical, we are custodians of narratives. And in Nigeria, where creativity pulses like a second heartbeat, we hold a unique power, which is the power of collaboration. We grow collectively, and we redefine what it means to be a woman and a creative, especially in a society like ours that is still wrestling with archaic stereotypes. No doubt, we now live in a digital world where a single Instagram post can catapult an artist from Benin or Maiduguri to global recognition. And thankfully, we are now having so many platforms that are pushing for growth and visibility for women creatives. But at the same time, systemic barriers still exist. These are gatekeepers who dismiss our feminine perspectives and funding bodies that see our works as just a niche. This is a society takes shape in the form of a society that praises women for being resilient, but rarely hands us the megaphone. And even worse, the media, film, arts, news still reduce Nigerian women to tired troops. You have the angry career women, the overworked and long-suffering wife, or the overly glamorized muse. These narratives do not just misrepresent us. They shape how the world treats us as daughters, sisters, and even our future selves. But this is where our rebellion begins. When we speak of collaboration, we are not just talking about sharing studio spaces or tagging ourselves on social media. Collaboration is political. It is the act of saying, your success does not threaten mine, especially in a society that tries to pit women against each other. This is not hypothetical. Let me share a story close to my heart. In 2022, my friend Adriel Edwards and I founded the Benin Arts and Books Festival in Benin City, a place I always call home. Benin is a cornucopia of art and culture, the birthplace of bronze casting and the cradle of Edo royalty. But yet, like so many Nigerian women, its stories are overlooked. That is why we built Babfest, to create a platform where art and literature could collide, where marginalized voices, especially women's voices, could reclaim their light. From the start, we chose collaboration as our compass. Our team is 80% women. And together we've hosted 3 festivals, each bolder than the last. In 2024, we created Our Stories, Our Voices, a film and photography workshop where 15 women learned to wield cameras as tools of deviance. Imagine young women capturing their lives through their own lenses, refusing to be reduced as stereotypes. That is the power of collaboration. But none of this happened in isolation. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Women like Madame Oredisu of the Museum of West African Arts, who taught us how to archive our truths and graciously lent us funding. Sandra Viemuch-Jen of GIZ, Madame Isoke Nibie of IBK Studios, and institutions like the Edo Global Art Foundation and SUSO, who lent their spaces so our stories could breathe. This is what happens when women collaborate, not as competitors, but as co-conspirators in a revolution of visibility. There is a proverb in my language which translates to a very powerful but overlooked saying: a single tree does not make a forest. Our ancestors knew this. The women who died at the wreck lot in Abeokuta, who carved CBD symbols into sacred walls, who sang dirges and lullabies that still hum in our bones. They created in circles, and they understood that collaboration was survival. Today, collaboration means building collectives where we mentor emerging artists, pool resources for grants, and co-create projects that no single lens could capture alone. Imagine a photography series where each of us documents home through distinct gazes. Then we weave this image into a powerful narrative that defies the single story of a Nigerian woman. That is collaboration, and that is power. Let me pause here and remind us that we are ancestors in training. The women who came before us, their blood, sweat, and art courses through our veins. And just as they planted seeds for us, we are now planting for 6 generations of women yet unborn. What seeds are we sowing? So every time you pick up a camera or a pen, you make a choice to either replicate stereotypes or to dismantle them. Thank you. When we photograph a woman, are we capturing her humanity or reducing her to just a prop? When we film a market scene, do we exoticize the chaos or reveal the quiet calculus of a mother negotiating prices to feed her family? Media shapes narratives and reality. And as lens-based artists, you hold the keys to visual truth. Let's create work that answers the question, what do Nigerian women want the future to remember about us? So how do we begin? One major way of encouraging collaboration is by creating collaborative and amplifying archives. When we partner with fellow artists to document untold stories, the female mechanic in Kano, the queer artist in Abuja, or even the grandmother preserving oral histories. We build the digital archives that future creatives can inherit. The second way is by challenging gatekeepers together. We should form coalitions to demand equitable representations in galleries, film festivals, and grants. Remember that numbers amplify voices and community thrives in unity. And the third, and I think the most important, is to mentor relentlessly. Please, when you rise, please, please, please send the elevator back down. Your protege, thank you. Your protege today could be the curator that will help your granddaughter rise tomorrow. We are standing at the intersections of centuries. Behind us are ancestors who whispered, tell that story. Ahead of us are generations who will ask, what did they leave us? So let our collaborations be bridges. Let our art be a language that says, we existed fully, complex, daring, and unboxed. And when future women stumble upon our works, may they not just see what we made, but may they see who we were. Artists who chose solidarity over scarcity, who turned lenses into weapons of light, and who knew that the most radical act a Nigerian female creative can commit is to believe deeply and unshakably in another woman's genius. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We might have questions, Ruona. Does anyone have questions?
Mine is not a question, actually, it's just commentary. I just wanted to say that you have a very powerful voice, you have an aura. You know, when you speak, a person listens and then you say very profound things. So I am in awe of your, presentation. I have to say, the words made me reflect. Like just a few days ago, my cousin was crying, I have too much responsibility. And I was like, that's adulthood. We are now the elders. That's literally what I said to her. Our parents are leaving us. We are now the elders. So to hear it again here, it's like coincidence. You said that we are the ancestors. And it made me reflect about what are we doing for others. So I think your talk and her talk about volunteering, it's just so profound. I'm leaving here very inspired that we are doing more for others. So this is just a kudos to you.
All right, thank you very much, Fati. Anybody else? All right. What she spoke about, I said it before welcoming her, that I'm one of those people who run away from butting heads with fellow women. And one of the reasons that is I just have this fear based on personal experience that is a woman that knows what she would say that would hurt me. I can butt heads with any man, as long as, like I said, don't touch me. But I can, fight for my rights, do all of that. But with another woman, she would know what she would say or do that would make me just be like, oh no, this place is not for me. It's not for me. But really, she's absolutely correct. There are times, though very few, far in between, that I've worked with women who you're just in awe with the way they do their stuff and the way they want to add you and make you feel very important, even if they don't use your ideas and your things eventually, but you feel like a part of whatever it is that they're doing. Even when they're gone, you want to, replicate and, do something like that. So I really hope that everything that she has said, we take it away. Exactly. That also reminds me, I do write on Facebook once in a while. So I remember one time someone read one of my stuff and then contacted me on, DM and everything. And then person said, why do I write the way I write? Because I write like I would use the Bible and scriptures and just paint it, relate it with our daily lives and everything. And then I said, it's not really for you. I'm not ready for you. I mean, it's nice that you read it and you like, but I want a situation where my children in 10, 15 years, even if I'm not here, they know the stages of my life. Like they know when I was so and so age, they see the date, they see the timestamp, and be like, oh, this is what she was thinking at this particular time, and that's why she wrote this. And like I said, there are so many experiences that I've had that I've not dared to write. And by the grace of God, I will write for the sake of what she has just said. I want people to also just see it. And even if we don't get to physically work together, it inspires you just like she has. And then it makes us do amazing things. Thank you very much, Ruona, for that. All right.
Okay, hello everyone again. So I really loved how you spoke. Again, it was really inspiring. If I am looking for a mentor, no. Let me not say if I am, because I am. But I think I'm speaking for everyone here that we might not see you guys again. So if we wanted any one of you to mentor us, are you accepting mentees? Do you need mentee? I'm a very good mentee.
Okay, that's a very valid question. I'm surprised because I'm seeking mentees too. So I'm seeking for mentors rather, no mentees. I see myself as a mentee. I'm still a small girl, still growing up in this particular creative industry. But you won't say that after now you won't see us again. You can always send. I mean, there are incredible women like Fatia Abubakar and Mary and even Ella. We are open. Right. I think it's easier to reach across to women. For me, because I've reached across to women and it was easier for them to, it was easier to relate with them and, them taking me up and all of that. So that's just it. Yeah, women are very open. We are free-spirited.
So we can message you on Instagram.
Sure you can. Sure you
Thank you.
can. Thank you so much.
Okay, good day, everybody. I just want to say that first, like, there's so much aura in this place. This is like my first creative event. I said I wanted to attend more creative inclined events like this year, and I'm shaking. Okay, my question goes like this: if you want to do something well, just do it yourself person. So I'm saying this because I've had a couple of short film scripts in my drafts for months, some even years, but I feel like if I want to get it done in the way it's going to look in my vision, I started taking filmmaking courses on YouTube. I just want to be the everything. But I've been told that it's not going to work out that way. Like you only end up like stressing yourself. So how do I get the mind to reach out for collaborations? And if I'm being reached out to, how do I know like, okay, this is somebody that will align with the vision that I have?
Okay. Yes. So I believe collaborations are not something you just rush to do, right? If not, you'll ruin your project. Imagine collaborating with somebody that doesn't see eye to eye with you, right? While no man is an island, you'd definitely want to partner with others, but take your time. Understand what you're working on and carefully look for whoever fits into your vision. Let me give you an instance. When we founded Benin Arts and Books Festival, I wanted to do it on my own. Then I was still in school and I was the president of my creative writers workshop. But then I saw this particular lady, my friend, Idjenughwa Edwards, and she was somebody that we could put heads together. And I kid you not, if it was with some other person, because we've gone through high and lows, and the lows are way more than the highs. If it was some other person, they could have left me standing. I mean, which you're like, let's ditch this whole thing, it's not profitable, or let's ditch this whole thing, people are not even willing to listen to us. But she was somebody that saw into the vision, keyed into it, and now we are standing strong. So you don't rush into collaborations. Collaborations are good, yes, but take your time. Take your time.
Thank you very much.
I feel first you would want to build relationships. No, not yet. Sophia, You would want to first build relationships, focus on building sincere relationships. Then you would realize where value aligns. You would realize where, okay, this person sees the way I do. This person has something I like beyond just what they are going to do for you. So if you connect on a level beyond the transaction, you'll be able to say, okay, this person will be willing to do the work with me if I pitch to them. So build relationships. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to add to what she said, what he said, or what they're saying. And you said we should take it slow with collaboration, and he was like, be more focused on building relationship. And I totally agree with that, because through volunteering, you get to meet people. And as you said, you were looking towards attending more creative events, and you be in spaces like this where you can see people, they introduce themselves and they say what they do. If you're moved to build a expand your network to them, you'd know what they do. And from there, you don't just say, okay, let's do this together. You build like organic friendship. Like JCI that I belong to, I have met with people that I call them future friends, who I see that, okay, these people are going with me. We're on this journey together, and like, we would laugh about it. And then where we were not getting, like we had started JCI together, and we're not getting a dime for the services we render, for the writings or for the videos that we do. We call it V services, and we laugh and we say, and there was a point where we started getting jobs, but we didn't know how to charge for those jobs because we had been so familiar with doing free services. So we just laugh about it in our circle, and gradually we're all just growing into the what's it called now, the organization and everything. So I'll just say build relationship, attend events, volunteer, because you're volunteering with people that probably have the same interest as you. Do you understand? So yeah, that's just it for me. Thank you.